Like, I don't know if I would have gone that route with a 5500.
You gotta be kidding me.
By the title of the video, you can already see what this video is about. Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna talk a little bit and I'm gonna share with you guys how I feel about what was said in the video about my 2022 Ram 5500 choice for Hotshot trucking. Quick disclaimer, this is not a video to create any type of hate towards anyone. It's just simply a response. All y'all that, may be in the comments talking about this and talking about that, like, we're not doing none of that. I respect Piglet very highly and what he's done and what he did, to impact this industry and the amount of people that he's helped out. This is simply my response to Alex, his thoughts on why I chose a 2022 Ram 5500 for CDL Hotshot. There was a video that he posted a couple months ago. He touched on a few things. One of the things that he did bring up was myself purchasing a brand new 2022 Ram 5500 chassis cab to do CDL Hotshot. I do have a few things in response to what he said. We're gonna touch on it. We're gonna actually jump on the laptop and we're gonna watch this clip together. We're gonna talk about it. I have my opinion. I have my, things to say about it. And I felt like I needed to do an official response to my man, Piglet, on, some of the things he said. Out of respect, man, out of respect. So that's what we're doing, y'all. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, if you haven't seen this video was posted March 21st, 2022. Damn! I've just been busy. I really haven't gotten to it. Let's get right into it. Let's see what Piglet had to say about the Maccatron. I'm gonna have my responses.
All right, next up we got Hotshot Macc, who just got a brand new 2022 Ram 5500 cab and chassis, which is an interesting choice. He did recently get his CDL, so that's the good news. But the problem with a 5500,
No, the problem I have is with him saying the problem. I'm being toxic, y'all. TP, we cool, bro, but the problem I have is you saying the problem. Because, I know you've probably done a lot of research. As we all know, man, experiences are gonna all kind of be different, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep going.
Usually is that, number one, it has the same Cummins and 6-speed Aisin transmission as all the other trucks, but it's geared at like 488 or 455 or whatever, and because it's geared like that, you at like 70 miles an hour, your RPM is like at 2400, right?
Maybe.
And so then your fuel is like 6 or 7 miles to the gallon all the time. So
maybe it is, depending on the truck you got, depending on the trim, depending on a few things, and that's what we're going to talk about more later on in the video. I can't fully agree with you, TP, because I'm seeing different things. I'm seeing different numbers.
Like, I don't know if I would have gone that route with a 5500 if I did just get my CDL, but still the point remains the same. Congratulations are in order, and it makes me think though, like, I personally don't like CDL Hotshot. I think it's not. And I've made numerous videos about this before. I'm not trying to talk bad about Hotshot Macc.
So where I'm a little bit confused, TP, is where you're saying you don't know if you would have gone that route with a CDL setup, but you have no interest in, getting a CDL setup. So how are you able to make that opinion or that suggestion if you've never ran that lane, if you've never ran that truck, to make that observation? I guess it's possible to do that, by viewing and seeing what others do in the industry with that type of setup. But it's hard for me to full on make that judgment when you're not in that lane. That's just my opinion. It's like me touching on heavy hauling or in a semi. Yeah, I've done research, but I haven't really done it. You know what I'm saying? Because as we all know, the way something works for somebody else, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work that way for you. Let's get back into it.
He's a great dude, actually. So, but the point remains the same, is that I don't like CDL Hotshot because at the end of the day, you're still competing with non-CDL Hotshots for freight.
But that's vice versa. Whether you're a CDL or non-CDL, depending on because there's not really a CDL or a non-CDL load. It's really just what you can put on your trailer as far as your weight. So it's not like it's a CDL load or it's a non-CDL load. We're all competing, whether you're CDL or non-CDL. That's just the way I see it. So as far as more loads to go after, I feel like being that I'm able to scale more weight, I have more leverage. I have more opportunities. Rather, when I was non-CDL, and I've seen the difference.
And so the freight still goes really quickly. And so it's still hard to book loads, right? And so I wish him the best. I hope it works out. But based from the experience, and like, I'm not even trying to, I don't know. Let's dig a little deeper. So 3 channels, right? If you remember, Dream Inspired, Hotshot Dave, and KDL Hotshot RV all have 5500s. All of them no longer in service.
First of all, I'm not them. It's as simple as that. But the way I visualize myself, I'm not them. Whether it was 4 or 5, people that had the same type of truck and it just didn't work out for them. It don't matter if you're in a 2500, a 3500, a 5500, a semi, a this, a that. There's someone going out of service for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fail. A lot of people get in. A lot of people don't last. And a lot of people do. So it's really up to the person as well. But anyways, let's keep going.
So it's like, dude, every CDL hotshot, I mean, yes, this could be like a middle baby stepping stone to the semi maybe. And ultimately the main reason you want to do a stepping stone to a semi is, I believe, comment below, commercial financing is very hard to get if your CDL is under 2 years old.
But you're making a lot of noise.
Think about this. If you're going to use CDL and you think you're just going to go out there and go get a semi with these current prices.
Now, semi, of course, he's saying something. That's a different lane. Those dealerships and those things are a little bit different. However, I'm saying, if you're a grinder, if you're a hustler, there's ways around these different areas to get, what you want.
It's insane. And if your CDL is not 2 years old, then you might not. So this is oftentimes why people get a CDL hotshot.
All right, y'all, there you have it, man. Y'all seen the clip for yourself. Comment below before we start talking more about the truck. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what y'all have to say. What are your thoughts? Stop. I know the majority of trucks out there are 3500s, but why is that? I'm going to touch on a little bit of what I've researched and what I've come up with and why I went with that truck. Kind of comparing it to the 3500, for CDL hotshot, and we'll touch on that a little bit more, man. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and we're going to keep this going. All right, y'all, we are out here with the truck, man, changing up the scene. We're going to continue to talk about this topic. Just respond to Piglet on a few things that he did say about the Maccatron. First of all, I do have a 2022 Ram 5500 with a 6.7 Cummins. It does have the 6-speed Aisin transmission. Now, one thing I do have on this truck that saves me with my fuel mileage, I have the 444 gear ratio. I know people are used to, you got a 5500 with the low gears, so you're getting 6-7 miles per gallon. I've been getting 9.5, 10 gallons, 9 gallons. Occasionally here and there I'll get 8. I've never seen 7 and below. Not once. Check out these clips showing me in the mountains. I'm loaded with 14, 15, 16,000 pounds getting this type of fuel mileage. So I fully disagree with you on that one, where I'm constantly going to get 6 or 7 miles a gallon. So I definitely knew this was going to be a thing where I'll get a lot of kickback for why I chose this truck. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the responses. Anyways, let's get back talking about a few things. So here's some of the pros for the 5500, man. Bigger brakes, bigger axles, bigger wheel, just bigger everything, of course. Built a lot stronger than the 3500s. And it's a commercial truck. I'm going to get commercial warranty versus a 3500. The pickup, you guys got to remember, that's almost a personal truck. If you do not get a commercial warranty, you might be in a little trouble when it comes time to get your vehicle under warranty for whatever reason, and they see you do not have a commercial warranty. So that's another plus, and that's another reason why I went with this truck, a commercial vehicle, just to be on the safe side. And we were able to get this truck financed under our business. It's a commercial financing, that we did, and we didn't have an issue. It's a much more heavier duty truck. I get where people says, it only has about 800 pounds of torque. The horsepower is 360. For what it is and what it needs to do, you know, it definitely gets the job done by far. And if you have the right trailer with it, then you way better. I got this truck for $69,000, guys. You know, understand that as well. 3500s out there were probably running either the same price or more. So it only made sense to grab this truck. Come to find out, when I got it, you know, with the 444 gear ratio, fuel was amazing. So I think that's one of the major things, man. People say, 6 miles per gallon, you know, this and that. And that's probably the main reason people stay away from it. And it's not really needed, which I get. But, you know, for me, it definitely worked out. So we got 19.5s on the truck. You can just see, man, everything is just bigger, heavier duty. I feel like it's made for this. Look at this one over here. Oh, sexy thing. All right, y'all, it's getting way too hot out here, man. I love y'all, but it's and I was hoping to do this entire video outside, but that heat rolling in. Real quick, on this clip, I just want to talk a little bit about, you know, 3500 versus 5500 or even the 4500. And I did a little bit of research, so I'm gonna, you know, read off of some of the stuff that I took away, you know, with talking about, you know, the 5500 or the 4500 versus the 3500. So the Ram 4500 and the 5500 are the two top tiers of commercial vehicles, are both available in the chassis cab configuration. Both have a higher diesel trailer rating and GCWR than the 3500. What does that mean? You can do more, of course, you know, with this truck. Of course, depending on the setup, depending on the trailer and things like that. The trailer towing capacity for a 3500 is about 25,890. For the 5500, it's 35,220. The maximum combined weight, the GCWR of the 5500 is 43,000 pounds, while for the 3500 it's 33,000 pounds. Reasoning to why I got this truck, of course, is long-term, what I plan to do with it, how much I plan to haul, and just having the option. And again, when I seen that price versus the 3500, it only makes sense. So this is one of the main reasons I got this truck too. 19,500 pounds is the GVWR. The gross axle weight rating on this truck is 13,500 pounds. The front is 7,000. Less risk of being over on my drive, just way more capacity I'm able to set everything at. I've got my truck and my trailer at 45,000, so I'm always good. The 4500s and the 5500s, they are detuned for longevity. I don't know about y'all, I'm not really out here speeding, you know, 80 miles an hour, 75 miles an hour. So my RPMs usually is probably around 2021, maybe 2200. But like I said, that's how you somewhat manage your fuel economy as well, just by paying attention to the speeds. I think I spoke quite a bit on, you know, some of the reasons why I chose this truck. Other than tow Piglet, I would be operating CDL versus non-CDL as far as, you know, our business model, because that just, you know, just makes more sense for us. One last thing, you know, just as much as people may say a 5500, you know, isn't a good truck to do that. I mean, come on, guys, 3500, is it really built to do what semi trucks are supposed to do and continuously haul over the road, weight continuously? These trucks really aren't, you know, built for that. Keeping up with your maintenance, of course, definitely helps with that, but it's almost inevitable that, you know, things are gonna happen and you're gonna have issues with the equipment. So TP, I appreciate, you know, you giving the feedback and giving your thoughts and opinions on the truck, but at the end of the day, I think I made a solid decision. Not only with myself, my team, my wife, we made a good decision on getting this truck, and so far we're happy with it, other than just riding around this bit like this, you know, just bouncing all over the place sometimes. But of course, when you got a load on there, when you got weight on the drives, it definitely isn't as bad as when you're driving the truck empty, but it's been good so far. All right, y'all, so there you have it. That's gonna wrap it up for my response to Alex, Tow Piglet. At the end of the day, everyone's gonna have their own opinion and their own experience with whatever it is that they're doing. So I respect your hustle, Alex. I respect everything that you have done for the industry and for the community in Hotshot. You've paved so many ways for many people out here, but I just had to, you know, get back with you on this subject. Did I choose the right truck? I feel I did. Fuel mileage, average 9.5. I'm happy with it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drop comments. Let me know if y'all sway more to the 3500 or the 5500. Was everything Tow Piglet said, you know, make sense? Give me some feedback on my, you know, research that I've done. I'd love to hear from you guys. It really is all just to spread, you know, knowledge across, you know, the platform. So like this video, subscribe, share it, you know, help it get out there. Appreciate y'all as always, man, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. So this is probably, you know, one of the main cons about this truck, man. It's rough. It's a rough ride. So if you're not loading and you empty with the, you know, Chassis cab, expect a rough ride.